Hello everyone! Welcome to Malleus Gaming. I'm your host Malleus, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Total War Warhammer 3 Chaos Dwarfs Drazhoath the Ashen Gameplay Showcase. This is going to be a bit of a longer video, so instead of the usual reaction and then analysis afterwards, I'm just going to be sprinkling my thoughts throughout. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it will really help out the channel. Now, let's begin. Ooh, love the architecture. Just your typical average day in the life of a Chaos Dwarf. What was that? Ooh, we got a sneaky lizardman in here. Whoa, 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 those guys look awesome with the blades on their blunderby. Assassination. Little skink that could. What's your... Ooh. Oh, they got him. Just like that. What are lizardmen doing in the Darklands? This guy looks like he means... Oh! That's cool. Oh my god. Chaos Dwarf units look so cool. The Legion of Asgore.
Sorry to start with not much context in the middle of a battle, but these lizards have been on the horizon for ages, so it's about time I gave them what they deserve. And who better to deal out the punishment than the leader of the Legion of Asgore himself, Drazhoath the Ashen.
Yo, look at that!
The perfect time to show those who'd scorn him what his dark brilliance
The
is
giant
capable.
fiery winged bull. Oh my god.
What I've been calling the Drazhoath 101. Artillery,
Artillery,
firing lines,
okay.
sorcery, skullcracker, and of course, the great beast Cinderbreath.
I like all that.
Okay, now that they've been dealt with, let me tell you what Drazhoath and his angry legion have been up to.
Okay, that was
So,
an intro.
due to the Ashen himself being exiled to the Black Fortress so long ago, our starting position isn't exactly an easy one, as the Black Fortress is stationed right in the corner. We're at turn 25 right now, and we've made some strides. We've got some luck starting with a 4-slot province. Noblar country has been transformed into a strong, efficient output for raw materials and armaments, and we've got the Great Drill built and ready.
Right
Those
on, okay.
freaky vampires over in the Caravan of Blue Roses over in the corner have been ousted from the Haunted Forest, giving us room for yet another tower on the horizon.
You mean worse than The Walking Dead?
The Ivory Road has also been taken from some enterprising Skaven. We've got a guy holding it for the meantime, and we'll either push further in for more materials and labor from some big ogre boys, or make some peace with the lads for a nice, profitable relationship.
The
We've
labor,
also been doing a few
unpaid
sacking runs
interns.
to gain labor near Imric, and I think he's getting to the end of his tether with us.
Know this, I will not remember you once I have slain you.
And lastly,
That's
we
harsh.
have the lizards, idling away on their little island in the far corner.
Oh,
They
right, that's where
finally
they are.
decided to pop their little heads up
In the
our
Dragon
part of the
Isles.
world, saw our beautiful chaotic selves, decided that we didn't fit the great plan, and they were having none of it. And, well,
How
we
rude.
saw how that went for them.
That
Being
bull
in our little
looks
corner
so
doesn't
cool.
mean we haven't gone out to see the world, though. We deployed a convoy to go fetch us some labor. It did cost us a pretty penny in armaments, but with the incoming labor we can hit the ground running with our thriving, happy workforce, and instantaneously build ourselves a brand new industrial...
Sorry, okay, I'm gonna pause it here. It does look like they have some kind of, like, train unit, or train looking. I guess their artillery is sort of built on, like, the... I don't know what the front part of a train's called, the engine cab or whatever. So there is some sort of like train stuff going on, which I love. Someone said that maybe it would be like an army stance or something, but it seems like there is going to be something for the battle maps, which is just all sorts of amazing. Thomas the Pain Engine.
Your powerhouse. And I know just the place to manifest it. Gorda's Backstabber, a legendary hero
Oh, it's that
and
goblin.
a hobgoblin of renown
Hobgoblin.
who's morphed proven himself useful
With the
to our
samurai
cause,
armor.
has been sent on a little excursion to the Plane of Bones. Another 4-stack province I think we can make some real use out of. We
Feel
need
Lord?
all the raw materials and armaments we can get as we gear up to take on the Karazakarak expedition. Their army will be
these
a great
doors
sacrifice
look
to
so
Hashut,
awesome.
as well as a clear and open message to the rest of the Tower of Zar.
Feel like nothing good's
that
gonna happen to them,
Drazhoath
though.
is back and means business. What better way to send a message to the other Chaos Dwarfs than completely crushing our non-chaotic counterpart?
No,
To
that's a
get
grudging.
that, we're going to need armaments to up our capacity and capabilities in the Hellforge. So, welcome to the Hellforge, your
Ooh.
one-stop shop for all things terrifying and most likely Geneva Convention breaking. Luckily though, Geneva's not
Geneva,
here.
what's that?
As you can see, we've upgraded capacity for certain units.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Getting some names. We got warriors, shields, great weapons, infernal guard. I guess just the more elite warriors. Again, shields and great weapons. Infernal Iron Sword. Those guys with the glowing helmets. Oh my god, those guys look badass. Looking at their weapons, I guess they're going to be doing like fire damage as well. That's crazy. Something else. Well, okay, so blunderbusses, but also fire glaives? What is that? I guess like the more elite blunderbusses. Blunderbusses, I'm guessing, is the actual word. But the fire glaives, are they like going to be like, those are bayonets, right? Are they going to be like anti-large firearms? Maybe, probably, I guess more like the Kislavite Streltsy, but still like armor-piercing melee on the firearms, probably like heavily armored, decent melee. I think like that seems like you could make some pretty good gunpowder formations with that. I suppose the only thing would be their short range, but you do have a lot of war machines. Alright, back to it.
Namely, Chaos Dwarf Warriors and their blunderbuss brethren. We'll want to bolster this number out
yeah,
a bit
war
more as we
machines.
progress, as well as bring in some infernal units and war machines. It's not all about numbers though. As we increase how many units we can recruit, we can also
Kadai,
unlock
that's
additional
awesome.
upgrades for our units.
This looks a lot
These
like
can be quite costly, and they'll add on to our
sorry. This looks a lot like oh god, what's his name? The Mulder, Clan Mulder Skaven guy, whose name I'm forgetting. Definitely adds some nice variety and upgrades and stuff to your units. I like this.
armaments expenditure per unit per turn. But
Throt.
it'll increase their effectiveness.
Throt the
in
Unclean,
field.
that's it.
Okay, that's a lot of talking and a lot of war planning. We need the space for these grand machinations, and we're starting to outgrow Noblar country. We've got a
Okay.
lot of laborers here, and they need new assignments.
Laborers.
The Iron Fist of the Legion and the fiery anger of Drazhoath and Cinderbreath are pointed firmly at you, Imric.
I love how laborers is the word they chose.
Igbarta's garrison is seriously lacking, almost as if Imric did the classic high elf thing of looking down his nose at us for too long. It's a common misstep, nothing that a happy hobgoblin and an infernal engine can't fix. Chaos Dwarf warriors aren't the quickest, but Gordaz and his hobgoblins are perfectly capable of holding their ground until they arrive.
Okay. Hobgoblins,
Once
I
they're
know,
in,
are like
the
sort of
Knights of
stronger.
Kalador will get acquainted with the tidal
goblins,
wave of iron and hatred
almost more orc-like.
that is the Dawizar.
The elves had a tiny garrison, so it's not really
Well,
super
we've certainly
impressive.
forced Imric's hand now. This, however, isn't our only front. For starters, we do have some issues to deal with in Noblar country. As we're going on the offensive, we're going to be gaining more labor, which can actually have its issues. Control
Okay.
back in our home province is dropping quite heavily due to the labor populace. I imagine they're all talking, you know? Talking about such frivolous prospects like bathroom breaks and lunch hours. I bet
How
they're
dare
even
they?
considering the concept of paid overtime. We can settle their little
What
ideologies
blasphemy.
by utilizing labor to rush production. But I'm going to keep matters in line for a few turns by setting an example. A missing guardrail here, a wrong type of ladder handed off there, this should hopefully keep matters in line.
Man,
Our other
OSHA
front
is going to have a
is the
field day
caravan.
with these guys.
If we're unlucky, there might be many hardships on the road that we'll encounter. Chaos Dwarf hardware, after all, is nothing to scoff at. And to say that we're proficient in making enemies is, well, it's quite...
I love the hats. I love the hats. Chaos Dwarfs are known for, like, big hats, and boy, do they deliver. You know there's going to be a mod, like, day one, that just, like, increases the size of their hats, like, 2-3 times. I'm just so excited for the black powder units.
the understatement. If they fail, it's
Train!
going to make creating a new industrial zone
Train
a lot
cannon!
more difficult. But moving on pig barter has opened our eyes to a potential contingency. Darkhold is part of this province, and it happens to just be a ruin.
Suspicious.
I don't buy that for a second though.
Right?
Where there's ruins, there's rats. And where there's rats, there's a possibility that big, man-sized rats that don't know what am I doing. We're not the Empire, we're the Dawizar.
Right.
It's Skaven.
We
There's
know what's
Skaven
up.
in them there hills. And if I have to diversify my upcoming workforce, you bet I will.
The investors are going to love that.
Oh, look who it is. Stinking rats. We'll be hitting the rats with the same tactic we had in pig barter. We'll pepper them with artillery as well as magic from Drazhoath, utilizing Cinderbreath's flying speed.
There's a lot of units, but it's like all
At that
Skaven
point,
slaves.
It's all iron, gunpowder, coal, and hate. Choo-choo! Oh, come on, you know I needed to make at least one of those.
This bull thing looks amazing. I love the fiery effects on the edges of its wings.
Okay, so my anger might have gotten the better of me, and by doing this, we may have made things a bit more difficult for us here by angering the Skaven, which leaves us with a dilemma. On one hand, we're already taking land from the Knights of Caledor, and it'd be proficient for us to keep our labor in this region alone. However, on the other hand, Clan Rictus might be a little sneaky, and could potentially try to sneak up on Noblar County, while our primary legion is destroying Imric's boys.
You know they're
We
gonna
need
do
to
that. They
recoup our
always do
losses
that.
And muster some new units. So for the meantime, we'll hang in Darkhold and see what happens. So we've hit our first dilemma with a convoy here.
Okay.
If we spend cargo, we'll get less labor coming in.
Add a black dragon. Okay, I love the Cathayan convoy mechanics. I love that it's in here with the Chaos Dwarfs as well. Man, being able to add in new units to your convoys is so cool, but adding a black dragon, worth it. Worth it all the time.
But on the other hand, I'm not really up for saying no to a dragon.
Right?
Speaking of dragons, the dragon nerd Imric himself has left the Fortress of Vorag. I guess I'm not the only one with a potential skin
dragon
condition,
nerd.
but it'd be foolish not to pounce on the opportunity. So let's move on in and make ourselves welcome, shall we?
I just love it when the AI leaves their
Time is of the
capital
essence, so
unguarded.
we've no time for siege weapons. We're utilizing ladders, the skullcracker for the gate, and Drazhoath brutalizing the gate garrison.
Oh, those poor archers.
Once we're in, let's let the skullcracker let loose.
Choo choo.
With our
So is
guns
that a
on the
chariot
wall,
or a
we run the
war
back
machine?
country now.
Like artillery. Because if it's artillery, but he's using it as like a chariot.
With the Knights of
Oh, the
Caledor
poor elves.
overcome in their fortress by iron and magic, it was only a matter
Imric's
of time
campaign
before
is
they
gonna be
crumbled
so
before
much
the
harder
legion
now.
Of Asgore.
So much harder.
The Fortress of Vorag is ours, and a tower is raised in Hashut's glory, and we earned ourselves a new gift in the process, the Kadai Fireborn. Demonic fire elementals bound by Chaos Dwarf sorcery.
These guys
and
look
adorned
so
in
badass.
Dawizar armaments. Their ferocity makes them exceptional flank troops, and precisely what I want in my army.
Look at those
We do,
axes.
however, have more trouble on our hands. First off, we have this hero unit hanging around outside, and she's ruining the vibe, to be honest. Gordas, deal with her. Gordas, way to go. Way to go.
What's this item here? Demon Spite Crucible. Passive ability, Demon Spike, Crucible, targeting range plus 10%. For Lore of Hashut spells, leadership plus 5, spell resistance 15%. I wonder what Demon Spike Crucible does. Looks cool though. Guess we'll find out soon.
Go, mate. Truly living up to that surname.
He has dice? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Our convoy is under attack, and a strategic question for the ages has been posed to us. Do I slaughter, or do I massacre? Never before has a question been asked to a general
that's
that
a
is
hard
so
one.
intense. I'll think on it
Kill,
as I
maim, and
crush
burn.
this Darwin to dust. And I'll let the result determine which we did, whilst Drazhoath marches on Imric at Anarel's tomb.
Man, adding a dragon to your convoy, that's gonna be so good. Wonder what else you can add on to. Oh, these poor dwarven miners. Reload animations! Awesome!
I think I'll deem this one a slaughter. I love dragons. Maybe Imric had the right idea. So all that's left in our grand plan is taking Anarel's tomb. I like what you did with the province, Imric, but I think we can do better. No hard feelings, mate. It's just business. Imric has brought the numbers, and
The
while we're
cinematics
not
look really
lacking
cool.
ourselves, we're going to have to use our units to our advantage. Our firing lines have the capacity to drop
Ouch!
whatever
Oh
throws
my
at us
god.
at the speed of however quickly they can reload.
That is one
There's
hell of
also
a
going to send
crossfire.
some archers around the side, but we can counteract that with the speed of the fireball.
These guys look so brutal. That's one thing with the Chaos Dwarf
Kadai
roster.
aren't the only people bringing the fire, though.
All their units
Give
look
them a
so
taste of
badass.
Sega.
That is awesome too. Great spell.
Our Skullcracker is already getting started by tending to the fields. A bit preemptive, we've only one now, but hey, we need a nice place for Cinderbreath to relax in. Look at him frolic.
I love his little trot. Yeah, little frolicking. Happy little cow.
So, with Imric off the board and these lands firmly under our control, we can get to further bolstering our infernal machine and prepare to take on those pesky Darwi. This is a definite victory for us, despite our losses. We'll need to regroup for a bit, gather our strength, and bolster up our army. Once we're at full strength, we march on the expedition. And we're gonna bring a new friend with us.
Ooh, a new friend. I love friends.
Wait, hold on, what's that? Oh, so that's where you went,
Yep.
Tretch.
Yep, that's what happens.
What fitting behavior for a rat. We've established a bit of a foothold here, and I want my province
I totally feel for this guy. I hate Skaven so much. I hate playing against them. They're such a pain in the ass.
back under my full control. Tretchy has made this personal, so I'm going to expend some of my labor to build a
Hold on, what's this? Hold on. Prototype Mega Mortar. Campaign movement range reduction for enemies. Army ability Dreadquake Battery. +1 for Dreadquake Battery. A really big cannon works wonders for making those, considering sacking your tower, think twice before launching their attack. That is also, that's kind of like the Black Arc, like artillery strikes you can do within. Oh wait, yeah, hold on. All armies in local and adjacent regions. That is cool. So you want that centrally located in your province. Get some big booms in the
Dreadquake
in the battles.
mortar,
I love it. Can't wait to see it.
primarily to hurt him. While I'm also preparing, as it will take us a few turns to reach Darkhold, I've also got some Conclave influence, and Floor 2 has opened up in the Tower of Tsar. I still need a bit more influence for some of the unlocks here, and wait, hold on. Someone's taken one of my seats.
Oh,
Zatan! Oh, come on, man. I thought we
Oh,
were pals
buddy.
in like a Cold War and not really pals kind of way. You're lucky you're the focus of the next episode, or I swear on her shit. Anyways, anger aside, we need to strategize.
I'm getting very like
I'm going to
Rome
add
Senate vibes
modifications
from
in
that.
Hellforge for our units to spice them up, as we're still lacking a bit in numbers, and we need every advantage we can get.
So it looks like
We're
Chaos
also
Dwarfs still
bringing
make
in
use of
2
runes.
regiments of renown. The blazing beards.
Oh no, the
Chaos
beards!
Dwarf warriors with beards that
Oh
fill
no!
me personally with fear.
Yep.
And Hashut's favorite engine, the Demon's Tongue.
God, I love these war machines.
You brought this on yourself, Tretch. I'm gonna scorch your earth and break whatever affront of vehicle technology this thing is.
It's foul abomination.
So primitive. I'm cursing that doom wheel with the curse of Hashut, just as Tretch's reinforcements
Okay,
arrive.
what does that do? They don't seem to have any of these stats up for the units or spells, which is unfortunate, but I guess he's cursed.
Right, so what does this button do?
This is the Doom Mortar thing or whatever, Doom Cannon.
That's a really fun button.
That seems like the
we've
only reaction you could have,
discarded
to be
any
perfectly
bravery
fair.
Those reinforcements of Tretch has had.
Ooh, I love the
which
grenades.
leaves us with a nice little
Nice.
massacre to have here. I'd say thank you for the warm-up, but I think we're hot enough.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so this one's a massacre.
Why is his thing that's a regiment of renown? Why is it taking so much damage? You're fighting what, clan rats and Skaven slaves? And it's at like an 8th health? Like, what's going on? Come on, man.
Ah, there we go.
Retreat! Surrender!
If it's a chariot,
Whew. Well,
that's weird.
That
If
was
it's
commendable.
supposed to be a
dishonorable Tretch.
artillery
Have fun in
piece,
the mud.
I guess that makes
Rats.
sense, but
So, with Tretch's forces blown to Kingdom Come, we've eked out a victory here, but the expedition is still on the horizon. I need to take more time to recuperate and rebuild my forces. But I've got some spicy projects going on at the Black Fortress.
I like
it's going to
spice.
be an interesting time for the Karazakarak expedition, by the time I get around to them.
their time will come.
So, here we are.
These guys.
We've rebuilt up our forces, bolstering here and there. We've got some nasty
God,
new
these
tricks
look
up our
so
sleeve with
cool.
a new tower seat. And we're throwing everything we can at this. We need them dead if we're going to show the Tower of Tsar how badly Astragoth messed up for exiling us all our years ago. We also managed to summon a new friend into the fray for the battle too. Karazakarak expedition, say hello to the Kadai Destroyer.
Yo! Oh my
Luckily,
god, that
we've
thing
got a
looks
meat shield line of
badass.
Laborers here too, which is convenient considering we took our time looking cool, arriving in slow-mo.
I mean, you
No
gotta
apologies.
you
They
gotta look cool when
understand.
you come in.
Let's sacrifice some Darwin.
Oh my god,
shall
this
we?
thing is huge.
For her shit. We'll send the Gadai Destroyer in first to deal with their frontline units, to replace the grudges in their hearts with fear.
That thing is
some lads
so
trying to pull
big.
a sneaky
Good
flank.
lord.
I don't think the gyrocopters were ready for Cinder Breath though.
No, no, they aren't. To be fair, I don't think anything would be really ready for a giant flying flaming bull.
While the Kadai are out here having the best time one can have while bound to Darwizar technology, we'll use our new tower seat to spawn in even more Fireborn to
Oh
flank
my
these
god.
would-be flankers. How unfortunate for them.
Oh, that thing is going to
Admittedly, the
destroy
only
missile
people
troops.
Here I feel sorry for, though, are the laborers. The Destroyer is quite excitable, but it's okay, we'll get more.
I mean, no wonder they want to unionize, right?
And we can get more laborers, right?
This thing looks so hardcore. Fire! I like how it's like slow and janky, cause like it's a giant like robot or whatever. Oh, that's cool. Oh, brutal. So is this guy a sorcerer riding the thing? I guess we'll find out more. Oh my god, the hype is real. All aboard the hype train. So cool. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to do a little analysis at the end. I'm not going to do a full analysis because this video is already long enough, but I am so hyped for this. This was a great presentation. The cinematics, the editing, so good. I do wish that they showed some of the unit stats. I'm really interested in seeing what these guys here with the Iron Glaives, what they're capable of. I'm sure great and terrible things. The Kadai Destroyer. That thing is just so metal, so hardcore. Games Workshop, from what I remember, never did a model for it. I think they had like a prototype going, but they ended up scrapping that, not releasing it for their Chaos Dwarf line. Something interesting though. There are rumors. I can't. I don't know if they're true, but from what I've heard, the Kadai Destroyer prototype ended up getting remade into this Forge World Age of Sigmar or Demon whatever thing for Khorne called, what's his name? Skarak the Bloodborne? I can definitely see it here, like with the arms, like with the overall pose, like it does have that bovine look to it. The hooves, the horde. So like I could definitely see that see that having occurred. Just fun little fact. Well, maybe fact, fun little rumor. This model's not even on sale anymore, so it's a shame, really. But, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great one. Let me know what you think about Chaos Dwarves, how excited you are. What you'd rather see, you know, hopes and dreams, and how you feel about all these poor unpaid interns. Hope you have a great one, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye!